Surprise, surprise. Okay, nobody's here yet, which is great. I didn't know anybody. I was going live. I just did it today. So while we're waiting for some people to pour in, let me just play some music. I want to play Andre Day singing Billie Holiday.
All of me. Why not take all of me?
Hello, hello, people starting to pour in.
You see,
I'm doing a 10-minute reading for $20. If you want one, please put your birthday information in the chat. Or if you're uncomfortable with that, you can DM me at Nailah Serenity on Instagram. And I got you for your 10-minute reading.
I'll never you there. Your goodbyes.
How's everybody doing, by the way? If you just came to chill with me, that's cool too. And all the information you need for this reading is also in the description box. Hi, Carbon12. I've seen you a few times. I'm PT2. I'm PT2. By the way, the rising sign videos are coming. I'm doing something a little different, so just bear with me. But, you know, I don't want to become redundant on this channel. You know, I'm an Aries. I like to switch things up. But yes, 10 minutes for $20. If you want your personal reading, please put your birthday information in the chat. Or DM me on Instagram if you're more comfortable with that. That rhymes. Right now, I'm just waiting for some more people to pour in.
Why not take all of me? Yes, you see,
Oh, and you guys haven't seen my hair. Well, you saw it the first time, but a lot has happened since then. I wanna stay.
take my heart. I'll never you
Well, in the meantime,
there.
goodbyes. Okay. Okay. Until then, something that I've been interested in. I'm just gonna start talking until someone wants to put their info into the chats and give my Venmo, my Cashapp a little ring-a-ding-ding. By the way, took the best, so why not take the rest, baby? Take all of me. Okay, I want to talk about karma real quick within a birth chart. It's so easy how you can really mess up your karma by messing with someone else's. Like, for example, your Saturn placement, okay? So we all know Saturn. I need to play some music that I don't feel like singing along to because I will get distracted. To sit on it. We got one. You're about to DM me? Cool. I should move. Y'all know the song? Miss Carbon 12, where is this you? Miss Watson, is this you? By the way, for my Instagram, there's two. There's one that has like Nailah.Serenity, and there's one that's just Nailah Serenity. The one with the period in it, I can't get into that. So it's just Nailah Serenity. Nothing more, nothing less. Miss Watson just waiting for. Oh yeah, it does say it to you. She better sing. All right, so I'm just gonna wait for you. Wait for that DM to ring. But in the meantime, I think it's really interesting. So, for example, like if you are a Saturn in like the third house, right? We all know that that kind of means you don't trust IG. Why don't you trust ID? Even DMing me? Alright. You'll know it's me with this picture right here. Can you see that? It looks just like this. Ooh, and tell me if you're having any trouble. In my solitude. Okay, so let's talk about the karma wonderful. Anywho, I'm waiting for you, Carbon 12, okay? So, the karma in the birth chart. So, for example, like if you have Saturn in the third house, it's really interesting that you may have a hard time developing your speech. You may have a hard time being confident in your ideas and understanding that you are an intellectual person, right? That's one of the hardships that Saturn has put on you. But, you know, with Saturn comes hard work, right? So everything that you do that is, did I receive it? I'm waiting. The internet is very slow, I'm assuming. But basically everything that you do that is working on your speech, if you have Saturn in the third house, Saturn basically helps you with. It's going to try you, but Saturn's going to help you with it, right? Now, granted, because this is something that you've had to work hard on, if you come across anyone that talks bad about you, because you know third house is about talking, it's Gemini energy. If you come across people that talk bad about you, talk negatively on you, try to insult your intelligence, the karma, your karmic pool will have their karma turn out to be, oh, people are talking bad about them. People are, if they insult your intelligence, they're like humiliated for being stupid. Like Saturn's really deep and it's low-key a blessing and a curse, like at the same daggone time. Carbon 12, I did not receive it. I'm looking in the requests and everything. Might be taking a little while. I can move. I want to see what despair. And you messaged the one without the period in it, right? Miss Carbon 12. Just Nailah Serenity. It looks like this. Oh. It looks like this. It was sent at 2:19. What area do you live in? That's a whole hour behind me. You're gonna listen. West. I don't see it. The internet's so annoying. Technical difficulties. I don't see you, ma'am. I don't see you. The Instagram page looked like the one I just showed you. Ah, one just came in. Here we are. I found it. Okay. Okay, great. Found you. That took such a long time. Okay. Let me get my notepad ready. All right. Street lights up, Pop Tart. Don't get it too hurt. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. I'm currently looking up your birth chart info. Yes, I would actually really appreciate the time and location just so we can get it nice and specific and I can tell you what you need. Boom, boom, bam. He was like, we had to make sure. Had to make sure it's the right information first. He was like, I don't trust Instagram. That's hilarious. Okay. Now the site that I use a lot of the time because it tells me like because it tells me when things are like in retrograde and such is Cafe Astrology. So it just lays it out nice and plain. So y'all just bear with me because you know we're using the internet, so just. All right. So we got a Leo in the house. So 55. I've never heard of that. Hopkinsville. Oh, I said a freaking Leo. I meant a Libra. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, let me start the timer. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we have a Libra in the house. Pause this music. So, wow. Country, right? Okay, so wow. Number one thing I have to tell you, let me take this out of my mouth. So you're naturally psychic. I hate that word, but I'm gonna use it. You're naturally psychic. And it's so interesting though, is the fact that you're a Libra, but you have so many Libra placements back to back. I don't know how much you want me to expose, so I'm not gonna do that. But the fact that you're a Libra and you have so many Libra placements back to back to back, it's a good thing because it makes you secure in who you are and you show up as yourself, like you have no problem being yourself. But with a lot of these different placements in the 12th house and in the 8th house, you can easily get like yeah, okay, cool. So we got Libra rising sun and moon. Okay, so that's what I was saying, that you have a lot of Libra placements back to back to back to back. It's good because it makes you sound in who you are, but in the same placement, these are Libra placements. So sometimes you can definitely overexert yourself trying to give to others, especially because you have a lot of things in the 12th house. Okay. These 12th house placements, especially in your sun and Mercury, make you very spiritual. It makes you very creative. It gives you a nice sense of other people's feelings and a nice direction in your intuition. Like it's a very open door for you. But these same placements can make you lost. Okay, make you lost in the world. Like you like you can, I don't know, like I imagine you like walking out of the door and about to go to work. Like that's a regular thing for some people, but the way that you can feel on a certain day, it literally feels like, I don't know, almost like oxygen is a lot for you. Like this realm in particular is a lot for you because when you walk outside, you're just a natural empath, you're a natural psychic, you're a natural reader. So especially with you being a Libra, and also liking community and needing that balance with yourself and others, it can turn into an imbalance because of these 12th house placements. So pay attention to that. Mainly pay attention to who you have around you and who you choose to have. Because of these 12th house placements, you definitely can attract people who need your help. And because you are a Libra, you enjoy supplying that help. And these 12th house placements can still make you enjoy supplying this help, but also not realizing that these people are draining you more than you can help them. Also, something very interesting, your North Node. Your North Node is in the 8th house. Okay. So if I said psychic before, I'm going to say it 20,000 times again. It's in Taurus though. So it's very, okay, this is really interesting. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how I can word this. You're a healer, okay? That's what I'm going to say. You're a healer, okay? So in this lifetime, you have to use other people's resources. That's what the 8th house is about. You have to use other people's resources, meaning you have to use people's traumas, people's hurts. That's an example of other people's resources. You can also use, like, say, I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but say if you like were a person that like did like yoni themes, you know how people do yoni theme like parties and stuff, but instead of always having it in their facility, they'll go to like your house or they'll go to your place of whatever instead of inviting people into your home. Those are the kind of things you need to do when you do heal people, because you have like the hospitality, you have I'm trying to word it, you have the hospitality, you have things, because your North Node is in Taurus, so it's like you have the supplies, right? But if you allow people in your space, I'm using metaphors, right? But if you allow people in your space, it's like people will eat up all of your produce. I hope this is making sense. I'm gonna give you another analogy. You are like a garden, okay? You have all the fruits in the world, all the vegetables, all the nutrients that you need, okay? If you allow your friends, your family, anybody, you're a Libra, you got a lot of Libra. So it's like you will allow people to just be like, yeah, come on, take some, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And you allow people into this garden, they're like, oh my gosh, she got everything she needs. Girl, I'm about to take all these carrots, I'm about to take all these grapefruit, and I'm gonna just keep coming back for more because I mean, like, she has so much to give. If you allow people to do that, then you'll start to make friends and start to make connections where people are literally just taking from you. um and it's challenging because it's kind of hard not to take from you. Yeah, no boundaries. It's kind of hard for people not to take from you because you have so much. They see that you have so much. Um, so, but if you have this garden, you know you have this garden. You only allow certain people that you trust who are just as plentiful as you to come into your garden. Your garden is your essence. Your garden is your space. Your garden is your home. Your garden is your knowledge. Your garden is your hospitality, okay? If you just take a few carrots, take a few grapes, take a few oranges and give them, right? Because you feel in your heart, this is what I feel that I need to give to you because I see something broken in you. I see something with you that I know I can help with. Here, this is the medicine that I'm giving you. This is the nutrients that I'm giving you. They don't need to know nothing about anything else. They don't need to know about your garden. They don't need to know about your acres of land. They don't need to know about all of that. And when you start to have discernment, and when you start to, I won't even say start because I know you've already started, but when you get into a habit of having discernment and being selective over what nutrients you give and rationing them out is what I would say. That your Libra placement should help with that a lot. Rationing them out, you will discover people, a tribe. You will discover a tribe that can do more than receive, that can give and receive, that can replenish your garden. you know yeah. What else seems like we got some more time on our hands. Okay, got like 2 more minutes. Let me see. Wow. And you also have Lilith in the 6th house. So your shadow self is that your shadow self is that you can feel hate almost for how much you give. What I'm going to say to you, excuse me, it kind of goes into what we were saying earlier. Everything goes into the same thing. But what I'm going to say for you is that you won't have this feeling of hurt or anger, especially because a Lilith in Aries is more of an anger filled thing. If you ration out what you do, if you ration out how you give, who you give. Because the thing is, you came into this world, you came into this earth to heal. So that's why I'm kind of focusing on that, because I don't want you to ever feel like, F it, like I'm just gonna box myself in, like I can't let nobody in because everybody just drains my energy. I don't want you to get like that, because you literally made like a soul pact to the universe. Your sun is in Libra in the 12th house, so you made a soul pact to the universe to come back and be of service, spiritual service, be a cleansing for people. You came back to do that, but also you have to enjoy yourself. You have to enjoy your life and enjoy your energy. Yeah. Anything else? What else can I fit in? Okay. We have like 12 seconds, but I'm still gonna try to fit something else in. Okay, don't judge the way you think either. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't judge the way you think. With Mercury and Virgo in the 12th house, you have a sign in its opposite house. So it can be challenging for you to accept your creative mind sometimes, but instead of judging your creative mind and judging, not even judging, but being irritated by all the little details that you notice, you can make it work for you by understanding that you have a very expansive way of thinking. But you can allow your Virgo Mercury to help you organize these things. So how some people can draw like a pie chart. Some people, when they write notes, they can draw a pie chart. They can draw like, I don't know, like, you know how some people write really good notes and it's very organized and anybody can look at it and understand what's going on. For you, you're the type of person, you can draw a picture, like draw pictures, draw scenarios, and that is how you can, I guess, take what's in here and put it out here. Because your Virgo Mercury can be really irritated with your 12th house placement because of how challenging it may be for you to get a point across and have people receive it and understand the expansiveness of your mind. So yes, that is where we're going to end it today. I'm so happy I got to talk to you today and figure out a little bit more about you, because I've seen you a few times and you're just so sweet. But what else can I expect? You're a Libra in the 12th house. What else can I expect? Oh my God, you did? Wait a minute. Wait, we met? No freaking way. Do you have any pictures? Dang. I can't even stalk your Instagram. We met? This is ridiculous. I'm about to follow you. Okay. Are you light skinned? I'm sorry. Look, are you light skinned? I did. I just sent you a request. Wow. Well, thank you for following me. It was really nice talking to you today. That was interesting. Yeah, light in your chart. So we will look. I'm gonna stalk you on Instagram later, but but for now, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, so while we're waiting for brown skin, okay. Okay. All right now. Anybody else? So for new people joining, all the information that you need is in the description box, but I will say it again. We are doing 10-minute readings for $20, okay? If you want to put your birthday information in the chat, you can do that. If you feel more comfortable DMing me personally on Instagram, your bday information at Nailah Serenity, not Nailah.Serenity. I do not have that page anymore. Don't know what's going on with it. It's just Nailah Serenity. You can DM me there. Oh, I thought the battery was dying. I was like, what's happening? You can DM me there, and I will give you a 10-minute reading and just literally just point out what, not point out, take what points out to me in your birth chart, and booyah shaka, there we are. But until then, and just tell me when you do it. You know, once I get a little ping in my Venmo or in my Cash App, I'll know, hey, it's time to give somebody a reading. But what we were talking about was karma in a birth chart. So where I left off was the fact that I said if you have a Saturn in the 3rd house, because you know everybody knows Saturn placement is the placement of karma. If you didn't know that, Naila was telling you today. Not me speaking in 3rd person, but if you didn't know that, I'm telling you that today. It's just really interesting to me. You know how everybody is like so concerned about, oh, what's your sun sign? What's your moon? What's your this? These people that you're friends with, the people that you even have beef with, I need you to look up their birthdays. You don't, and just look at their Saturn placement. Now, not everybody's gonna know what time somebody was born, because I mean, it's none of your business. But look up their Saturn placement, because you just need to make sure that you are not stepping on karma's toes, okay? If you, if you're beefing with somebody with a Saturn in the 3rd house, Stop talking mess about them. Just stop. Just stop talking mess about them. Because you know what the third house is? Third house is siblings. Third house is speech. Third house is ideas. Third house is intellectual thinking, all this other stuff. This is the challenge that Saturn has placed on this person, but also the part of this person that needs to be respected. Okay? So if you over here just talking down about a person with Saturn in the third house, guess what, boo-boo? Saturn is looking at you like, you want to play? Let's play. And you will be talked about. You will be talked about negatively. Karma will come around, and you're gonna feel it too, because it's not just gonna be something that just happens on the slide. Like, no, you're gonna feel it. If you insult a person's intelligence with Saturn in the third house, you will be humiliated for how stupid you are. That is how the karma will go around. Another example, Saturn. If you have Saturn in the 10th house, okay, 10th house is Saturn's homie anyway. It's Capricorn's house. It's Capricorn's planet. So when you think of Capricorn, when you think of Saturn, when you think of 10th house, you think about the father, okay? So if you're Saturn in the 10th house and you have a father figure in your life who doesn't treat you well, the way he treats you determines how well his life is going to be. Say if you don't have that great of a relationship with your father, if you have a disciplinarian figure in your life, whoever that disciplinarian is the person that we're talking about, okay? So yeah. What else? Saturn and 10th house people with business. A lot of times these people, Saturn places on you the anxiety of, oh my God, what am I gonna do in life? Oh my God, what kind of career am I gonna have? Oh my God, how can I make it to the top of my game? For the new people joining, all the information you need for a personal 10-minute reading is in the description box. But right now, until I get some more, until I feel like logging off, we're just going to talk about Saturn and karma really quick. But yes, like I was saying, Saturn in 10th house. These people are placed in this world with the idea of, with an immense amount of anxiety about what they're going to do in life, how they're going to be successful. These people will be successful, but Saturn is going to give them the challenge of, let me place this much anxiety on you so you don't believe in yourself. Now, what are you going to do to believe in yourself? Work your butt off so you can believe in yourself, so you can make this happen. You know you're smart. You know you're responsible. You know you have the things that you need. So make it happen, right? Now, granted, you mess with a person with Saturn in the 10th house. Now, I'm not just saying mess with them like, oh, say you don't like them, say this, that, and the third. I'm talking about you mess with their money. You mess with their career. You try to give them a bad reputation. I guess we're all grown here. I can cuss, right? You shit on their business idea. Like, this is whack. It's never going to prosper. This is da-da-da-da. And you're just being a straight hater on their business, on their status, or on their reputation. Baby, you're going down. You try to open up a business, it's not working for you. It's not going to happen. Why? Because you came for a person. You came for the business of a person who has Saturn in the 10th house. Now, you're friends with the person with Saturn in the 10th house, or not even friends. You support their business. You are you are a pillar in them making themselves successful. A Saturn in the 10th house person. Guess what? Saturn's like, you did really well, because you can tell this is something that this person was struggling with, but you knew the potential of this person. So you know what? Boom, your business is going to be successful. Boom, you're going to be successful just in general in what you try to do, because the karma, the karmic pull of this person just sprinkled some blessings on your business because you were a blessing to a Saturn in the 10th house person. Okay, Saturn in the 11th house, another friend of Saturn. Okay, this is 11th house. What is 11th house? Innovation, groups, friendships, ideals. Okay. Now, if you are with a Saturn a person with a Saturn in the 11th house, Saturn has placed the challenge of being social on them. These are people who had to work hard to get friends, to socialize, to network. This has always been a challenge for these people, okay? What does Saturn do? Saturn places restrictions on things. This is why any placement of Saturn is going to grant a challenge for you, okay? So you mess with a person with the Saturn in the 11th house, but you're their friend. You are friends with the Saturn in the 11th house person, but you betray them. You are friends with a Saturn in the 11th house person, but you talk mess about them. You're lying to their face. Guess what? Saturn in the 11th house. This person is actually a good friend. This is a person that can probably help you prosper just by you being their friend. But instead of doing that, you decided to be a hater. You decided to betray them. just so you know, your life isn't going to be well after that. You are going to run into situation after situation after situation where a person betrays you because you betrayed a friend that was a Saturn in the 11th freaking house. Your great ideas not going to prosper. Why? Because you betrayed a person with a Saturn in the 11th house. This crazy. Like when I found this out, I was like, hold up, Saturn, wait a minute. Let me look up everybody who I ever wronged. Or who I didn't really wrong nobody, but like people who I'm like, I know I kind of did a little something. Let me just make sure I did not mess with nobody's karma because I was not trying to have it. I was not trying to have it. Now, luckily I didn't. I said, Nailah, you did a great job. Because the thing about it is, it's not as simple as you like, oh, like you just talking mess or you gossiping about somebody and like, oh no, I messed up my karma, so now their karma's gonna come and get me. Like, no. It's the fact that when someone has Saturn in a placement, this is a placement of integrity. This is one of these placements where if you are coming at them in any realm belonging to this placement. So like I said, if you're Saturn in the 3rd house, if you're coming at them off of their intellect, trying to make them feel like they're stupid or talking mess about them, Saturn in the 10th house, if you come to them off of their business mind, trying to make their business look like a failure, trying to ruin their reputation, it means that you're deliberately being an asshole. That's what that means. So if you're doing that, or if you're just not a good person, Saturn's like, yeah, well, I got some karma for you, boo. I got some karma for you. Okay, the new people joining, all the information you need is in the description box, but I will say it again. Right now, I'm talking about karma in a birth chart, particularly your Saturn placement in its houses. But if you would like a 10-minute personalized reading for $20, please Cash at me or Venmo me. That information is in the description box. And either put your birthday information into the chat or DM me on my Instagram at Nailah Serenity, and we can get this free reading, not free reading, discounted 10-minute reading crack-a-lacking and started. And basically I'll look at your birth chart and just point out I'll feel your energy and just point out what comes to me. Okay, so if you're interested in that, I should hear a little Cash App or a Venmo ring-a-ling-linging on my phone. We did one with a very beautiful soul. And yeah, so in the meantime, I'm going to continue to talk about karma in a birth chart. And after a while, if everybody's just like, you know what, we're not doing these $20 readings today, after I'm done talking about this karma, we are going to log off and I will see you guys in another live. And I may warn y'all, I want to come up and surprise y'all this time. But anywho, oh yeah, by the way, if you have any particular like questions about karma or about whatever, since that's the topic we're talking about, or just any more information on how you need to do this whole 10-minute birth chart thing, boom, type it in the chat. Okay, back to karma. So yes, a Saturn in the 5th house person. Now, Saturn has put the challenge in a person's life where they need confidence. This person has had to work their whole life to gain confidence within themselves, to like how they look, to appreciate their creative mind. Because 5th house energy, what's 5th house energy? That's Leo's energy of creativity, of expression, of romance, of children, of what's another word? Of fun, recreational fun. This person has had to work a very, very long time to gain respect for their creative mind and who they are, and just to be a happy person. This person has to work hard to be happy, okay? So if you go around trying to mess up a Saturn in the 5th house person's happiness, a Saturn in the 5th house's confidence, you try to demean them, make them feel like they're ugly, make them feel like their outfits aren't cute, try to make them feel like whatever, even if you're not trying to make them feel like anything. Say if you're just like, yeah, I don't like your hair, I don't like your outfit, I don't think you're cute, I don't think you're pretty. If you Yeah, we're going to stop right there. I don't think you're cute. I don't think you're pretty. Guess what, boo? Now, this is some real stuff. Guess what, boo? Saturn will happily grant you with a very ugly phase of your life. You start getting acne out of nowhere. Your hair start to dry up. Because, Saturn, Leo energy is about hair. So your hair start to fall out. Maybe you start to get alopecia. Maybe, I don't know, you start to gain weight or lose a lot of weight at one point. You're just like, what is going on with me? You may have messed with the Saturn in the 5th house and came for their beauty. So now Saturn in karma is coming for yours. Now, another thing, Saturn in the 5th house. Maybe you think a Saturn in the 5th house person is gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're excellent. You just, just kiss the ground that they walk on simply because of how excellent they are. Guess what? You will be granted with some beauty. You'll be rewarded in whatever way. It doesn't even just have to be in the beauty department, but you will be rewarded. You will be blessed because of that, because you are blessing this person. This is something they had to work their whole life for, their whole life to have confidence in. They work their whole life to have confidence in themselves. So if you are being a confidence boost to this person, the universe and Saturn will be like, good job. Let me sprinkle some good karma on you. Let me sprinkle some money on you. Let me sprinkle some blessings. Here's some extra cash. Have fun. Go to an amusement park. You get what I'm saying? Also, Saturn in the 5th house. It rules kids. So say if you think that this person is gorgeous and whatnot, but I don't like their child. I feel like they need to be a better parent. This is another thing they had to work their whole life to gain. A lot of Saturn in the 5th house people have had hardships even trying to have kids. So guess what? Guess what? Now your kids are going to be the fool. Now you're going to have a hard time raising your kids. You're going to have a hard time telling your kids what to do. Then their kids are going to grow up and be excellent, and you're going to look back like, dang, look at my kids. And I talk bad about her child. I talk bad about his child. Now look at mine. What's another placement? Saturn in the 6th house. Why not? You may be a person. Saturn in the 6th house grants people hardships in work, hardships in routine, hardships in health. These people have to work. Okay. These people have to work really, really hard to maintain a routine, to be healthy. These are the health freaks. Okay. These people work hard in general. They appreciate work. They have to work hard to work. Their work is harder than others. Okay. So if you mess with a Saturn in the 6th house person in a way where it's like you make their life harder, you put more work on them. Saturn's going to put more work on you. You come for their health. You mess with their mental health. Saturn's going to make you go crazy. Stop messing with these people. All right. Saturn in the 4th house. You mess with a person who has Saturn in the 4th house. You mess with their home. Let me do this. By the way, so Saturn in the 4th house grants you hardships when it comes to family. Trying to find a home base. Okay. Trying to feel at home in your home. Emotionally, it may be hard for you to connect to people. This is a challenge for you. If you have kids, it may be a challenge for you to emotionally connect and emotionally disconnect from your kids, from your family. Okay. This is Saturn has granted you with a challenge to balance your emotions out. Okay. Connect with them and balance them out instead of disconnect from them. Okay. So you mess with the Saturn in the 4th house person. Okay. You mess with the Saturn in the 4th house person and you make them cry. You mess with the Saturn in the 4th house person and you tell them they're too sensitive. You tell them that they need to grow a backbone. You tell them that you mess with their family. You mess with their mama. You mess with their daddy. Baby. Guess what? Now your family is going to be in disarray. Now you are going to be put in situations where you are not able to contain your emotions. because you mess with the Saturn in the 4th house person. Now, let me say this again. Well, not again, but let me say this to y'all. Yeah, now the thing about Saturn is Saturn appreciates realness, practicality, hard work, okay? So if you are a Saturn if you have a Saturn in whatever house, you can know that, oh yes, I'm a Saturn in the 3rd house person. So if people talk mess about me, then other people are going to talk mess about them 20 times worse. I'm a Saturn in the 3rd house person. So if people insult my intelligence, then they will be humiliated for how stupid they are. You can know all of these things, right? But you let karma do the work for you. You don't lift a finger. You don't do anything. You also don't get a little buck and a little egotistical and be like, you know what? I can do whatever, because if I'm a Saturn in the 3rd house, I can talk mess about you. But if you talk mess about me, guess what? People gonna talk mess about you. That's not how it works. You let Saturn do it. It's about maturity. It's about character when it comes to Saturn, okay? Sometimes you just gotta sit back and let karma do its work. Okay, once again, we're doing 10-minute readings for $20. How long have I been on here? Almost an hour. Yeah, almost an hour. $20 for 10 minutes. That's what we're doing. So if you want more of a personalized thing, if you want, say, even if you want your Saturn to be red or whatever, please send me 20 to my Cashapp or my Venmo. The information is in the description box below. And tell me your birthday information. That's your birth date, birthplace, birth time. If you don't want to put that in the chat, you can happily DM me on my Instagram at NailyahSerenity, and we can make these things happen for you. We can make these things happen for you. Okay? Now, we're going to get off of the topic of Saturn karma, and we're going to talk about your sun sign karma. Okay? Like I said, if you want this more personalized, you know what to do. Information's in the description box. Also, if you actually want to book a full birth chart reading with me, there's a special that I'm doing for couples, whether it be mother, a daughter, because Mother's Day is coming up, whether it be your husband, your wife, if you just want to know more about a person. There's compatibility readings that I'm doing that I definitely have a discount on the booking site, on the booking link. Okay? But in the meantime, we're still going to talk about karma in a birth chart. We're not getting into North Node and South Node in this very moment because that's a whole series, okay? But let's talk about your sun sign, the karma of your sun sign, okay? So your sun sign is your soul, right? So your sun sign is what you came back to this earth to do. No, that's your South Node, North Node. Your sun sign is the pact that you made with the universe to do, okay? So you are a sun in the, let me pick a house. Give me a number 1 through 10. Somebody, anybody, everybody, scream. Now wait. Do 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 do. 2, 10. Okay. So we're gonna go with 2. So you're a sun in the 2nd house, right? And you came back to this earth for money, for material possessions. You came back like, yes, I'm going to be a person of integrity when I come into this world. I am going to be a person that is wealthy. I am going to be a person who understands what quality is, okay? So you made the duty to come back and not accept anything less than quality. You came back and was like, I'm not accepting anything less than what I deserve, okay? What that also means is that you may have to work hard to get your money. You can't be lazy with the universe with a sun in the 2nd house, because you may have to work really hard. You may have to find inventive ways because nobody else is going to, okay? You came back like, yes, I am going to mold my own reality. You came back like, yes, I, sun in the 2nd house, take the duty of being the voice of reason. I, sun in the second house, take the duty of working my entire life to get material success, not necessarily in career, but in money. I will work my entire life to have the big house. I will work my entire life to do this. And if I don't intentionally wake up in the morning with the idea set on quality, then the universe is gonna look at me like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, so you just thought you just thought you were just gonna wake up in the morning and eat Taco Bell instead of cooking you a meal? Great, now you have diarrhea. What are you doing? Quality, quality, quality. What's happening? Oh, so you thought you were just gonna wake up in the morning and settle for this job when you know that there's a business that you actually need to get off the ground so that you can have generational wealth for you, your family, your family's family, and your family's family? Guess what? You're fired. Guess what? They're gonna treat you like crap and take advantage of your quality. They're gonna take advantage of your mind. They're gonna take advantage of your stability. Why? Because you made a pact. When you came here, like, yes, I will be quality. I will be material success. Oprah Winfrey is a perfect example of sun in the second house. Okay? Because if you think of people like Oprah Winfrey, wealth is attached to her name. Oprah Winfrey is Oprah. She is the richest African American woman in the world. Why? Because her son is in the second house. That is the goal here for second house people. So if you're worried about money, get to work. Get to work. Sun 10th house people. I'm one of them. Hi. Now, I don't like giving out my personal chart information. I'm kidding. I'm serious. I'm kidding. But I am one of them. I'm a sun in the 10th house person. Guess what? It's the most visible placement. You made a pact before you came here, like, yes, I will be a person of status. I will be a person of success. I will have a great reputation. Or even if it's not a great reputation, I will have a reputation for something. I will be known for something. So you know what? The universe was like, yes, you will be. We are prepared for you to be this person. We are prepared for you to show us something, to give back in some way so that you can be a person of status, so that you can be a person of power, so that you can be recognized for something. But you know what you have to do in return? Especially because it's 10th house. This is Saturn stuff. Every single freaking day, you got to wake up and be like, how can I be a pillar in the community today? How can I make myself known? How can I put myself on a pedestal? Not for my own just power, what is it? Not for my own power, not just for me, but for other people. How can I politic today? If you do not wake up every single day with the sun in the 10th house, this is karma, with the sun in the 10th house and be like, yes, I will come back and be a person of status. You'll walk around being like, oh my God, why is everybody in my business? Can I just be me? Can I just be a bum today? Can I not be recognized today? Can I go to the grocery store and look a hot mess and everybody isn't looking at me like, dang, that person looks a hot mess? There's 15,000 other people in this store who look a hot mess, but no, because it's me, everybody's like, I notice people are looking at me. Today is the day where I run across, when I'm looking at a hot mess, where I run across someone who could have given me an opportunity. I look a hot mess today. Why? Because the universe is like, girl, didn't you agree to come back here and be a 10th house, be a person of good rapport, be a person of good status? You have to be on every day. I don't care if you don't think you have anything to do. You better get up, you better get dressed, you better put in your makeup, wipe the crust out of your eye, and do something where you can create a name for yourself. 10th house, you have no choice. And if you don't do that, you can't even run away because the 10th house is so visible. You'll be in situations where literally it's like, oh my God, I swear I do one thing and everybody notices. Why doesn't anybody notice when this person does this? Why doesn't anybody notice when this person does this? But for me, everyone notices. Everyone notices. Everyone notices. 10th house stuff. Ooh, sun in the 8th house. Any placement in the 8th house is always like, so if you're a sun in the 8th house, Ooh, you came back with the sole mission of getting to the nitty-gritty. You made a pact with the universe, like, I'm not going to take the easy way out of life. I am going to be a person who comes back and I'm a healer. But I don't just heal the easy people who want to be healed. I don't just see the good things in life. I came back to see the nitty-gritty. I've seen too much fluffiness. And I know there's nitty-gritty, but I've seen too much fluffiness. So you know what? I'm going to come back and I am interested. I made a pact to be interested in the deepest, darkest depths of the earth every single day. When I turn on the TV, I'm not looking at Grownish. I'm not looking at Oprah. If I am, I'm looking at Ayanla Fix My Life. When I turn on the TV, I'm going to look at cops. I'm going to look at people on trial. I'm going to look at Fatal Attraction because I need to understand the deepest psyche. I need to understand the darkest placements of how your psyche can be, of the earth. I need to understand it so that I can help it. I need to understand. By the way, I know this is $10 for 20 minutes. What? 10, 20, what? $20 for 10 minutes, okay? But if you are just feeling friendly and you want to donate just something to this little astrologer right here, my Cash App and Venmo is in the description box below. I'll take change. I'm kidding. We're not even operating that energy, so cancel, delete that. But yes, like I was saying, Sun in the 8th house, you came back and you were like, you know what? I'm not going to be a person who can just walk into a room and meet people and just see the facade that people put on. I have to see down to the nitty-gritty. When I look at someone's eyes and I shake their hands, I'm using their resources, their energy. What they're giving to me is going to tell them every little secret about them. Even if I may not be able to put my finger on exactly what that secret is, hey, even if I can't put my finger on exactly what that secret is, it's coming. I know they're hiding something just by the way that their energy is with me. I came back and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be a person that's easy to talk to. I'm going to be a person that is going to be with the Sun in the 8th house. I'm going to be a person that is very challenging to talk to if you're hiding something. I'm going to be a person that is very challenging to talk to. Oh, you're welcome. That is very challenging to talk to if you're not telling me the truth. I can't accept lies. I sense a lie from a mile away. Any other numbers? Or is there anybody who wants to put their birthday info into the chat? And if not, we have about 2 more minutes and that'll be an hour and I will be out. And you can catch me on the flip side and we'll have another one of these, okay? Okay, so I guess for these last 2 minutes, if you do not want to put your bday into the chat or DM me on Instagram, we're gonna quickly, we're gonna tap on North Node, South Node. Okay. Dealer. Okay. So I need, in order for this to work, a dealer. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's how it looks to me, dealer. Please send me your 20 to either my Cash App or my Venmo. That is in the description box below. And just in case you just need to, I'm just gonna say it anyway. My Cash App is $Nailah. Hey, Savion! I did your birth chart reading. I didn't see you by the I didn't know it was you by the name. But like I was saying, please send me your Cash App. My Cash App is Nailah Serenity with a $sign in the, I'm lying. My Cash App is NailyahGardner. GNAILYAHGARDNER with a $sign in the front because you know the whole Cash App. Or you can send me a Venmo, $20 to NailyahGardner on Venmo at NailyahGardner. That info is in the description box below. in the description box below. Hey, Savion. How are you? How have you been? How have you been? Miss Dalla is a Capricorn. Good, good, good. It's really fun. I like seeing the people who I've given birth chart readings on my YouTube. It's really interesting because I feel like I know y'all, and I don't really know y'all. Y'all don't really know me, but we know enough about each other. We felt each other before, so that's great. Okay, we are at an hour. I am going to give this maybe like until 4:15. Yeah, until 4:15. If I haven't received another one, we're just gonna talk. If I haven't received another one, then I am going to log out for the day. Okay, okay, okay. But real quick before we tap out, North Node, South Node, okay? Savion, we had a long talk about your North Node, South Node. But North Node, South Node. So that's all about past lives, okay? It's about past lives and literally your destiny, your soul's purpose, why it came back. So your sun is the pact that you made with the universe when you came back or when you came here, right? But your North Node, South Node is why you came here. I've already experienced this life, which is your South Node. So I'm coming back into this life to experience this. Okay? Now, in order to experience this, which is your North Node, I have to get out of the habits of my South Node. I have to get out of these because you can think of your South Node as the life that has already been written. You already know the nooks and crannies. You know what comes next. This is why when you operate in your South Node for too long, you feel stagnant because you've already done this in a past life. This life has already been lived, which is why you're so comfortable here. So in order to get out of your comfort zone, you have to create your dharma. You have to create your karma by getting out of your South Node, using your South Node in the life you lived as your stepping stone to live in your destiny. Okay? To live in your destiny, which is your North Node. You have to understand it. This is challenging because you don't know the ways around your North Node. You've never done it before. You've never done it before. So you have to figure it out, which creates growth, which creates evolution for you, okay? And that's all I'm going to say for right now because it is 4:15. Thank you all for joining. Miss Carbon 12, I am going to stalk you on Instagram after I get off of here because I really need to see your face. So thank you for everybody that's joining. Please catch me on some more of my lives. These rising sign videos are coming. If you were here in the beginning, I was saying that I'm doing something a wee bit different with these signs because you know I'm an Aries. I like to switch it up. I like to keep things interesting. I am going to have a lot of fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So just bear with me with those. They are coming. They are coming. Thank y'all for being subscribed to me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, I will see you on my next live stream or on my next video. Love you, girl. Bye. Oh, it's